Thank you.
Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It is Saturday, and I'm hanging out with the UEC. So thank you again to everyone in the UEC for allowing me to hang out and film these excellent events. And boy, do we have a doozy today. It is the TGV versus the rest of the UEC. Typically, these guys have to have 2 servers because they're so large, but not a huge turnout this weekend. Works out in my favor because all of the units get on 1 server, and those are my favorite times because we get to see everybody, and I don't get to see enough of the German volunteers, which make up the core of the UEC. It's kind of, from my understanding, it's where the whole thing started. TGV looking for other units, so they started other European units coming in that play at about the same time, and the UEC was kind of created from that. But TGV, at least 50% of the units today, and so they will be fighting the rest of the UEC. And this is the second match of the weekend. First match went to the TGV. They did a great job, but it was a doozy. Look for it in the Hall of Fame because it is a Hall of Fame match if I've ever seen one. So this is Hill's Counterattack. Now, in the Battle of Antietam, late in the day, AP Hill came to the rescue of Lee's army from Sharpsburg. So I'm curious on this map. Okay, so they put this... Okay. I was wondering where this was. That's Piper Farm where we just fought. This is Hill's Counterattack right here. That's the Mama Farm in the distance on fire. Confederates actually burned the Mama Farm. They didn't want the Yankees to have a sniper nest, so they burned that. And then over here you've got Roulette Lane. There's your Bloody Lane. So this is not exactly in the right place of the battlefield. I mean, give the guys that made this game a little bit of slack because you only have so much room on a big ass map. You know what I mean? And this is kind of on the edge of it. So this is not exactly the spot, I would say, where this should be fought. This should be further down south. They came in south of Sharpsburg and hit Burnside's guys. But regardless, you do what you got to do, and this is a fine battlefield, and it's actually if you're looking for a match, it's a pretty good place to have one. Now the Union starts over there, across the way in the field, but their spawn point is actually back beyond the cornfield. They actually spawn back in here, and I don't know if they have guns on this map or not. Let's say if they did, it'd be over here on Roulette Lane, but I don't see any guns up on this hill at all. So the Union may not have artillery, and this will work to their detriment because I'm telling you, these Confederate gunners, they're something else. 14th Louisiana ran the guns last time. They're going to do it this time as well. Let's see. Looks like it, yeah, 14 Louisiana. So now it won't be such close quarters. We'll see exactly what they can do in the open.
Sometimes it doesn't show, but if you go into melee mode, you
Well, we need at least 2 units on the left side with you. I mean, you and somebody else.
On the left? New York?
Yeah, on the
Yeah,
left.
we will take left as well since we have
Okay.
the same flag.
yes.
I'd say that means Georgia and Florida will have to split up, but we're quite small, so I'd prefer not to do that if possible, but we can try that if you want.
We need somebody on the right that is good at the long range shooting.
We have hexagon bullets, we have Witsword, we can do it.
Oh, perfect.
Alright, okay, we'll go right then.
So you hear the Confederates coming up with their strategy on this map. This map is actually pretty simple. You'll see some guys in the center throughout the day, but most of the Confederate attacks are going to come from this portion of the field right here. But a lot of guys will swing around, hit this fence line, and come up this fence right here. And the best spot to be for the Confederates is going to be right back here in the corner, if you can hold it, because you can shoot right into the Union spawn, although that's against UEC rules. They'll get close enough where they can let them know they are aware of their presence. Okay, so 39 minutes, that means the match has started, and we are moving guys off. To the right, you can see the Union, they know exactly where those Confederates typically come from. So let's get some... You hear Darth Toby giving his men the order. We'll get some cinematic stuff here. So the Union blocking their right flank. This is where the Confederates like to come for sure.
Das war der falsche Knopf.
One of the areas.
Rearing noch ein bisschen
Ja, komm, ich würde
Alabama German Legion
Ich mach Scout.
guarding the right flank.
Weiter rechts kannst du nicht gehen.
Yeah.
Now we already heard Hogg was going to the right, so that means the Florida's going to be facing off against the 52nd New York and 18th North Carolina. At least these are their scouts are out this way. And it looks like the Confederates have not gotten to moving on the right yet. Everybody's moving to the left, and that's where the Alabama are. All right, it looks like Florida's coming across the field now. Nope, 2nd Mississippi. So 2nd Mississippi on the right, Florida on the right as well. Boy, I bet this makes Hogg uncomfortable. He's not out front. He probably doesn't know what to think about this.
Dude, you know what you gotta
Company
do? You
into
gotta get,
line,
like, 10
march.
guys, and you got
Into
one in
line.
front of you. And then use their bodies
We'll
as
support the Russians.
ramps.
Into line, boys.
There you go. A selfless act. Gonna support our Russian friends here, 2nd Mississippi. Already taking some fire from the 52nd and the 18th North Carolina.
Подымам, цель, противник.
So 18th North Carolina and there's your 52nd right here on the side. Winters has his guys in a great position, but he's going to have a lot of Confederates getting into this area real quick.
Oh, just look away, look away.
And they have 8th Florida tags. Jeez, that fence, great cover. But this is not just one company, it is 52nd New York and 18th North Carolina. Oh my God, and you just see Confederates laying down all down the line. And what are our Confederates on the left doing? Well, they're pressing in hard. Look at this. Can't be on both sides at the same time. The Confederates look like they made a push, but had to fall back. 14th Louisiana falling back under a withering fire. 51st New York almost gone as well. So the 8th Alabama and 2nd Delaware holding this side of the field. And you can see a lot of Alabama still left alive here. So they've completely split the field. Nobody in the center, everybody on the flanks.
Yeah, we're too few for me to be in front.
And 8th Florida having to fall back now under too much fire. 20th Georgia have made it up to the fence line.
Check.
Check.
A lot of fire coming in. 2nd Mississippi moved down to the left a little bit. And you can see this fence line for the Union just really, really strong. Let's get a look at it from this side. Yeah, that's a great fence.
Winters?
Auf Süd ist eine Fahne bei dem Baum.
Same target. Auf den Baum.
So,
Holt die Fahne weg.
so fröhlich Sieg.
Jawohl!
Jawohl.
Center,
Noch gleich auf neuer Chance-Report. Wieder
Jawohl.
nichts.
Kann ich machen, ja.
Oh, bitte.
Was Sergeant Mendes?
Signer!
Ja, ist schon
loaded, aim,
Geile Sicht.
So you can see a lot of Union there and not a lot of them dropping.
Okay.
So the Confederates in a tight spot here on the right-hand side. And not looking too much better on the left. TGV got a lot of numbers this week. And those guys, they shoot really, really well. Tough, tough competitors.
Hey, if I got a good gun, hopefully I don't
Ready.
die.
same aim, same time.
Aim.
And the Union not giving themselves up as targets in this one, taking cover. Excuse me, on both sides. 2nd Mississippi spreading out just a bit here. And we still got 8th Florida. Not a ton of guys on the 8th Florida this weekend, so they're kind of going to be outnumbered once this Union force gets here, and they're coming that way.
Yeah, we can't stop them from flanking us. Company take aim.
And Rich knows it. You heard him. They can't stop it. They're going to kill as many as they can. Dude, you see that dude get pinned to the fence?
Yeah.
This poor guy right here.
Darf man schießen?
Climbing the fence. Got shot in the chest and just kind of slumped next to the fence. Hilarious. All right, so 52nd pushing hard here. And 2nd Mississippi. They got new neighbors. Not the ones they were looking forward to seeing here. And they're getting the hell out of here. Excuse me. Yeah, they're going to have to get out of here. All right, so the first Confederate push didn't push much. They kind of hit the Union wall and melted back from it. Well, I heard the big boom, but I don't know what he's shooting at yet.
Is this deserving?
Yeah, you're deserting big time. Way out. Yeah, in this map, you can't really go much beyond that fence as a Confederate, so you're kind of pinned in, and these guys might die. We might see the death of the 8th Florida here, all of them. Let's see. Did they get back in time? They did. Good job, Hog. Excuse me, I thought maybe we were going to see that whole unit just start, you know. All right, Mississippi hopped in the street to get a volley, but then jumped right back over that fence. And the 52nd really aggressive on the side here. Winters really getting up there, pushing the Confederates around. And the 18th North Carolina here to support as well.
Ceasefire! Fall back zum Zaun.
All right, and the Union is falling back. The Confederates have hit the fence again. 2nd Mississippi, this time going toward the left. And this side of the field, Union in control. And we'll hang out with the 8th Alabama.
Tim, wie ist das mit dem Busch? Fire by ranks. Fire by ranks. Major. Wie ist das mit dem Busch da links? Kann uns da die Artillerie...
Nein, dann sind wir wieder zurück links vor ihrem
Blick höher.
Wir sind dann eher deren äußerst rechte Grenze.
Okay. Nur Rear Rank.
Aber auch nur, wenn sie die untere Batterie haben. Wenn sie die untere Batterie haben, können sie nicht so gehen.
All right, well, the Confederates, let's see what these numbers are like. Yeah, you can see the Union outnumber the Confederates by quite a bit. But still, no excuses. You fight with what you got, right?
They're not able to push them off of the left flank.
Excuse me, and you see Hog trying to get a look at the enemy. And they're just about everywhere he looks now.
Rise up, left face, double quick forward march.
Rise up, left face.
Alright, so it looks like Hog wants to move to the left. And these might be Union moving down or Confederates leaving the area. That is 20th Georgia.
Yo.
I think we did, to be honest.
Yeah, run them on the left side.
The second run up was, they looked a little thinner, in my opinion,
That
on the
left
right
side.
side.
Got it. Check.
They call it run up.
Check when ready.
Company. At the double quick, forward march.
The double
Go
quick.
forward march.
I have a cuter name for it. It's called Peekaboo.
Oh.
Peekaboo. You see Delaware not even looking this way.
Triple for the halt. About face.
Prepare to all halt. Reload.
All right, so Florida coming out here as well, putting some fire down on the Delaware.
To see if we're actually hitting them.
I can't see from this range, man.
They're field glasses.
The unit on the right flank is shifting to the left now, though.
Мы тут вдвоем. Будем стрелять с ними.
On the northwest, you should see the silhouettes on the
Take
crest
aim.
of it.
Take aim.
On the northwest.
Fire. Fuck. Reload. They're all shooting high, so we should be in a better position here to shoot them.
Что-то их не видно. Да не снимай, мы тут.
А чё ты
А вот так вот бывает, да. Нас тут трое.
Их было четверо.
Наверное, все-таки лучше на диплое, короче, резко.
Alright, Rich is marching out. He wants the point of contention. Here come the Florida.
Пойдем.
Florida has entered the field.
Alright, let's turn this into
Let's
a
go
line
with 'em.
like we know how to do.
Dress it up.
Avoid the anvils disguised in hay bale.
Давайте, русские, держимся в конце колонны.
Left side of the captain. Left side of the captain.
Company, double quick for march.
Double quick at the double. Well,
Double quick at the double. It's a lot of orders coming in really quick, but you can see the Florida have gotten really up here. But this is the 8th Alabama and the 2nd Delaware. Danger close. You can see them moving back there.
Fire.
And the Florida can move with impunity here because there are no artillery pieces for the Union. And this will give the Confederacy a powerful advantage if they can use it, even though they have fewer men.
I'm dead.
And Hogg gets shot dead. All right, we got more Confederates in the field. 14th Louisiana. Matt moving his squad
Where are they?
directly up in the face of the Union. That's either 2nd Delaware or 8th Alabama or both. Gotta love the aggressive play by the Confederates here. Turning the flank completely. It's hard to hit a moving target. That guy got shot dead moving. You see Matt trying to get to the fence. I'm not sure when they go out of bounds. There he goes. He's turning. Ah, he must have hit out of bounds right there. Look at this heads-up play, man. They got to get out of this field. They know it because they're trying to get up on the Alabama. Here they come. No, 2nd Delaware. And Toby going down first. Not a lot of Delaware left. 14th Louisiana going to make easy work of those crazy Delawares. So a great push by Matt around the flank, taking out the Delaware. Now we only have the 8th Alabama on this side, but they've got a fence and some bushes.
That's right. Double quick march. At the double.
And they're at least a good 40% of the total TGV today. Alabama always bringing a large number of men to the battlefield every week. So you see Harris coming up. 14th Louisiana, they got no chance against the 8th Alabama here. Are they going to try? See Oswald getting up there, mixing it up right away. And here come the Alabama.
Good
And the 14th Louisiana are no more, but they did their job. Yeah, man. You're right, Room Boy. Brave boys indeed. And the 20th Georgia have come up to assist the 8th Florida. Or vice versa. Maybe the Florida came up to assist the 8th Georgia, or the 20th Georgia. All right, Florida moving off now to the left. Damn it, excuse me. I apologize, guys. I've been trying to get that under control. It's Mucus City over here. It's pretty bad when you take a Mucinex and you still got mucus. All right, Confederates pushing up hard. 51st New York already here. With the respawns of the 14th LA.
Oof.
You're gonna have to tell me where the desertion area is, boys. Is that a hog I hear? Come with me, Florida.
Florida, keep going. Florida, keep going.
We got that, boys. Ceasefire.
Independent fire.
Hold here, 8th Florida. Hold here, independent fire.
All right, Florida wants to put some fire down on these boys. You see 2nd Delaware back in action. Oh my God. Massive volley coming in. The Floridians putting a hurting on the Delaware here. Toby's back. And the 8th Alabama not faring any better. Union on the run on the left flank of the Confederates. And this is exactly what the Confederates need to win this match. Whoever controls this fence line controls that field. You hear him calling for Matt and the 14th to support the 8th Florida. And here they come, 2nd Mississippi, 14th Louisiana. Right up on the fence line, and they're running for it. The Delaware out of here. And the 8th Alabama stretched out, but they're not really in much of a position to hold off this wave of Confederates here. 3 units at least of the Confederate Army. And the American flag on the ground.
51st.
There's Corporal Utley, 51st.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I get it. The problem is I've been drinking damn fluids the whole time. I'll try to keep it down. Oh, did you see that dude loft that fence? John Beck, he just jumped it.
That's a good shot.
All right, so the Confederacy in the catbird seat, 22 minutes left to go. And that blue line is still Union, but that's only because the Confederacy is letting it be that way at this point. You see the 8th Florida starting to bunch up in the field. They're going to go toward the point of contention here. I could read Hogg's mind. He wants the point. Let's go with him.
Idiots.
They're under fire. You see the rain starting to come in, and you can hear the huzzah. Confederates are engaged, but Florida about to take this point of contention. 22 minutes left in the match.
Hold the face.
Far back company, make ready.
Ready?
Take aim on the fence line to the right.
And again, they can do this. There are no gunners for the Union.
Fire. Reload, boys.
And aim on the head.
As soon as we capture it, we're going to pull back.
Aye, aye.
And that's their plan. You can see 21 minutes left in the match.
Alright, there's a big push coming up on the left side.
Really good.
Company, take aim, left oblique, now left
Aim, left oblique.
So Florida taking all the heat here.
Fire.
And that unit on the left is moving to the left.
There's not much line left.
I know. Ceasefire. Company, left phase at the double quick forward.
Well, you heard that. That is the counterattack. 1953 left in the match. And the Confederates are engaged, but they do have the advantage as far as the point of contention is concerned. A great match so far again. You see Fritz trying to get what's left of the 8th Florida out of the field under a lot of fire. And the Confederacy in general under a lot of fire here. We've got a large unit of Union, and you got to know it's the 8th Alabama. Harris, Greenberg, and the boys over here to take back the right-hand side of the field, which is their responsibility.
Wie sieht's hier bei euch aus? Los, wir holen uns jetzt die Scheiße vorne.
As you can see, the Confederates are not about to back out of here, and the Alabama really taking a lot of shots here. Look at this. A withering fire by the Confederates here. 14th Louisiana, 51st New York, 20th Georgia here. All the boys throwing heat at the Union, and you can see the Confederates want to win, and they're starting to come into that field here. Getting an angle. And they knew the attack was coming. And the Alabama charging in. We got a lot of Confederates on the other side of the fence. But they're coming back across. General chaos. And the Confederates have done it again. Confederates holding strong on the left flank for the second time, and the Union is now engaged. So not only do the Confederates control the point of contention and have the counterattack, but they also have the Union engaged. So they've got an opportunity here. If they can get the unit to breaking, or the Union to breaking, I'm sorry, they can win this match.
We got them down to engaging too. I'll just move
I
down.
see them farmed
Yeah, just move to the left.
Right there, I think.
Dress it right.
And you can hear the Confederates pretty proud of themselves. They should be. It's not easy to push the 8th Alabama anywhere that they don't want to go. But the Union advantage, if they have one on this map, is that they are close to spawn, because they spawn literally right there.
We're going to shoot some volleys on the enemy.
So it's not hard to get back to this fence line and put some fire on that field, and that's exactly what the Tar Heels are doing here. But we got Confederates out in the field. This is your 2nd Mississippi. So the Florida have moved off. I've lost them. Maybe back to the fence line here. Yep. Hog and the boys backing up. Inviting the enemy to go into their trap this time.
I don't know.
Are we gonna lose an officer due to team kills?
I don't know.
But hey, at least appreciate that he's shooting at 200 yards or even more, and he's hitting
Yeah,
us
that's
twice
a,
in a row.
that's a deadly sniper.
Okay, I can even hit the barn. And now
They're talking about somebody over there. Killing them.
Company into line, march.
Into line.
Oh man, today, Pudding, we've got the TGV fighting the rest of the UEC. The first map was really a doozy. Oh, here come the Union. So Hog and the Florida come out to the middle of the field, but the Union thinking the same thing, and it's the Alabama. Oh my God, Harris and the boys have arrived. And again, it's the Mighty 88 going head-to-head. Alabama has the numerical advantage in this fight. Can they wipe the 8th Florida, or will the Florida be able to match 2-to-1 odds against the Alabama? They're still standing strong. And the Alabama have moved back, using the hay bales as cover. So not able to just push through the Florida here. And 2nd Mississippi are with the Florida. I was going to say, did the Florida get bigger every time I see them? But they've actually got 2nd Mississippi here. Okay, we got more guys rushing into the field. And this is your 20th Georgia. Jumbo and the boys hitting the flank hard, and Alabama pressed. They cannot hold this for long, and here come the Louisiana. No, I'm sorry, here come the Georgia. And the Florida and the Mississippi did not come with them. They're still back there in the field, although we do have more Confederates piling that way, and that's because the 52nd New York with Winters coming into the rescue. Holy crap. If Florida would have ran into there, they'd have been completely wiped. 2nd Mississippi getting their reinforcements now, so the Confederates have a bunch of guys in the field, but there are a lot of Union. Just about 2/3 of the whole Union Army in the field right here, right now. So the Confederates are going to have to match that man-to-man in order to get this red line coming back their way. And right now, I just don't know how many Confederates are in the vicinity to even get back over here. So not only are they losing the point of contention, they're losing men as well. This is the closest other Confederate unit, but they've got a great flank on their enemy, and it's going to be hard for them to move off from that spot, and that's your 14th Louisiana.
Make ready to game.
Don't desert. Don't be deserting. Get your reloads out of desertion, please.
Reloads.
No,
And the Confederates still holding strong in the middle of the field. But that blue line is racing back toward the Union. So really it comes down to who will leave first, and it looks like Confederates are going to be it. I think Hogg sees that they're losing the point, and frontal assault's not going to do it. He wants to be on the flank always. And both sides engaged. The Union have cleared the counterattack. 21 minutes left in the match. But Florida did get on the flank.
I don't know what our other two teammates are doing, because it was just us in Mississippi there the whole time.
Yeah, he can't see the Louisiana on the fence line holding that flank.
They tried to break lows, left face.
And I think Georgia ended up getting wiped. So they're getting reinforcements right now. You see 2nd Mississippi looking pretty large here. And Florida falling back. Just trying to get into a position where they can not be hit, but they're just not very large right now.
On the left flank, then push him from the left or something.
Or I think you pushed them out of the forest and then just
They just stayed up
And you
there.
can see more Confederates moving in on the left. 20th Georgia, most likely. Yes, here they are. Jumbo and the guys back in action. And they're in a position now to put some real pressure on the 8th Alabama and 2nd Delaware. Both Union flags in the field as well. So nobody dropping there. It's hard to shoot downhill in this game. But with practice, it can be done. You see the Union, they've done their job. They don't need to stand in the field and just get murdered by the Confederates. They can leave, but they're going to have to get through the 14th Louisiana to do it. But we've also got the 18th North Carolina in the corner, clearing that way out for them. And here come the Alabama, 51st New York, trying to get back, but as soon as they get over that fence line, they are completely enveloped. Here come the 14th Louisiana. Winters in the 52nd with a hard push against the Confederates.
Okay, good.
And the Union getting it done over here. You see Greenberg coming in. 20th Georgia making their way into the fray. Both Union flags on the ground. 20th Georgia coming right in up the backside, and Alabama now turning around to face the 20th. General chaos on the field. 8th Florida and 2nd Mississippi still on or near the point of contention. But the Union has cleared this side of the field here for the most part. And we got more Union moving into the point, so you can see the Union really getting their dander up. And this is the apprentice, Darth Toby, coming straight into the Mississippi. And they're outnumbered. They know it. The Russians, they're running for it. Can't blame them for that, man. And our German friends coming in with the bayonet. Those crazy Delawares pushing the Mississippi completely out of the field there. So the Confederates made a push, but couldn't really back it up and couldn't hold it. Looks like 8th Florida over here in the rocks is a good position.
Yeah, but not, yeah, you need to make sure you don't have a bayonet on it, otherwise the sights are obscure.
Fire! Reload, boys. We're shooting into their flank, boys. Take your time over your shots and make sure you're accurate.
Here, Hogg giving the orders to his men.
I know. They gave up the left side, man. We were 2-on-1 and we were holding the point. I don't know how we lost that.
Ready?
Company, take aim.
Aiming.
You hear the huzzah. Confederates are now taking losses, but you can see those crazy Delawares are losing men in the middle of that field. Hogg and the boys very accurate. Oh, that's 18th North Carolina. Sorry about that. Here are your Delawares. All right, so they're on the move. And Winkler sees his men dropping down in numbers as well. And they're falling back. So 8th Florida putting enough heat on them with the 2nd Mississippi to make them rethink that whole position there. But the Union still in control of the point of contention. 17 minutes to go, and the Confederates are taking losses. So not only do the Confederates have to find a way to get the Union down to breaking, but they're also going to have to find a way to take that point of contention. Maybe two birds, one stone, huh? Do both things at the same time. That's easier said than done. You can see all the blue bellies just infesting this part of the field. TGV really showing some muscle today. I never get to see these guys play. They're always on the other server. So I'm so happy to be in and amongst units like the 52nd New York, 18th North Carolina, of course the 8th Alabama. You know, all these TGV units are great. 2nd Delaware.
First ring, charge bayonets.
So we're hanging out in the Union camp here. 16 minutes left to go. But you can see that blue line bleeding away fast. That means we got Confederates in the field, and you know who it is. It's the Floridians.
On the plus side, we're definitely capping.
Moving their way up toward the point.
Come on, guys, don't be afraid. Go on the front line. That unit's almost dead now, so they should be running away.
You Sarge.
And we're with the 8th Florida.
Company, take aim, left oblique at the top of the hill in the woods.
Left oblique on the northwest.
You see them in the open, boys. Fire!
Yeah.
Damn, I need to get a new monitor.
Knocked a couple of them down.
I need to clean mine.
Unit doesn't come up on our right with like 4 guys.
I wonder when they get to our right, because it's the only way they...
Well, there's only a
push us
few
back.
of them, so they shouldn't be able to, they should have to fall back, but we'll see what
So
happens.
where is everybody? I don't
Ready.
And point is capped.
Company, take aim.
Hey, northwest.
And you hear it. That is the counterattack.
Fire! Reload. Stay here if you can.
So 11:48 left in the match. The Union is engaged, and the Confederates have once again started a counterattack.
Pro tip, free look when you're reloading. Keep your head up.
Oh, a massive volley coming in. Large hole getting torn away from the Florida here, but we got Confederates on the Union flank. Again, who is this? 51st New York. Our Serpents are here. But they're coming up against the 8th Alabama. And the 2nd Delaware. A lot of units. Oh, you heard the charge bayonets. And here they come again, the stormtroopers of the TGV, the 8th Alabama. Coming in as more Confederates arrive. Oh, they might have been surprised. Alabama. 2nd Mississippi is here. 14th Louisiana. So the 8th Alabama may have bitten off more than they can chew here. And you can see both sides now taking losses. So a great stand by the Confederates here. But there's not a lot of them left. But the American flag laying on the ground, and you have even more American units flooding back this way. Winners and the 52nd. So the TGV on their heels a bit for the moment. And the Confederates still holding the point of contention, although it is starting to fade just slightly. 20th Georgia in the field. Corporal Potato. I like that name.
We're doing good though, boys. Good shit.
Welcome to the channel. Yeah, and Jumbo's absolutely right. These Confederates have really done a great job today. The TGV is nothing to shake a finger at, I'll tell you. And they've done a damn good job. Here's Winkler and the Tar Heels guarding the field. So you're going to have to put up with the rifles of the 18th North Carolina if you want to enter that point of contention now. And here's your 8th Florida. I've completely lost like the 51st. That's the Georgia right there. Yep. 51st has been attacking this side. Okay, so they're all up here. They're tangled up. There's 14th Louisiana. 51st. I already knew where the 51st was. I'm a dumbass. 51st. Okay, here come the 14th. That's who I was thinking about. Sergeant Matt up front going right on the flank of the Alabama. But the Alabama not surprised. Maybe startled. Excuse me. And 14th Louisiana just melts away at the muzzle barrel of the 8th Alabama. And the 2nd Delaware, it looks like. So Confederates not really able to push much on the left-hand side. They've made a couple pushes up there, though. And you can see the Confederates now moving back into the field with 8.5 minutes left. This is 2nd Mississippi.
Sorry.
Hey, yo.
See that?
Oh, damn, I missed it. Oh. But you know it's good when the guys in the game are like, whoa, do you see that? All right, so the Tar Heels focusing their love, excuse me, on the Florida.
is the double.
But they got a fence line, and now they're looking for the flank. So Hog moving once again to the right. I don't know how far the Confederates can get down that way, though.
Company, hold left face.
Hold left face.
Make a double column.
Double rings, boys.
Oh, double ranks.
Hog gonna get up here and see if he can't.
They're coming this way, boys. Right face.
Right face.
Bypass right, double quick on me.
So I get the double.
And Hog wants to get into a position to be ready for them to walk right into his guns. But we saw this early in the match, and it did not play into the Confederates' advantage. So we'll see if they can hold it. 18th North Carolina does not have the 52nd here on their flank this time. So we'll see if they can do it. Yeah, that was a long shot. Those 14th Louisiana guys are doing a pretty good job, although that's the only one I've seen hit today on this map so far. I've been missing a lot of them. It's hard to just see everywhere on the field at once. But the Union have pushed off the Confederates on this side of the field, so I don't see the 51st New York anymore, or the 14th Louisiana. So 2nd Delaware is here, 52nd New York going back, and the Union have secured this one side of the field here, but the Confederates kind of still out in the middle, still here. 20th Georgia not going anywhere. 2nd Mississippi.
Like 19 times already. He ain't checked out. He won't
He's
do
too
it.
goddamn stupid.
He wants to die, bro. He's sick of being a Jew.
Yo, check.
Check.
Take it.
So we've got Union here. This is 18th North Carolina. So they moved away from the Florida. So the Florida kind of got in a defensive position, and the 18th North Carolina didn't really want to mess with it too much.
Northwest in the
Take
field
aim on
on
the
the right.
bush.
Take aim on the bush. You see the silhouettes there. Fire.
Ooh, we saw that one. 14th Louisiana lighting up the 18th North Carolina. They can't get away from it.
In diesem Sinne, nach dem
So
Nachladen
Winkler is
bewegen wir.
probably not going to hang around this spot too long, knowing that the 14th Louisiana can hit them.
Aber ich sehe Gehirnmasse vor mir, das ist kein gutes Zeichen. Moment, beide right flank and double
See the
quick.
brains on the fence there.
Stimme gehört.
Ja,
All right, they're moving off.
Was der 250. sagen soll.
2 Einheiten auf links.
Gut.
2 Einheiten auf links, wir müssen verlegen.
All right, and we got Union going straight into the field here. They want to take back that point of contention. Greenberg, 8th Alabama German Legion, as well as what appears to be the 52nd. And they want that point back. You can see that red line racing away from the Confederates. And 20th Georgia and 2nd Mississippi just don't have enough men here. Can the Florida and the 51st get up here in time to assist? I don't know about that. That thing is bleeding awful fast, and it's turning blue real quick. You see the guys trying to get up here, but I don't think it's about closeness as much as it is about the number of men. Oh, Raider got shot in the back for getting too close. And so the Confederates here, not in a terribly great spot, but they don't have a lot of men facing off against the Union right this second.
Because we're supposed to do all the work, remember?
And you can see the respawns coming in.
Into line. Stars going into line.
And here come the Florida one more time. They want to put pressure on the flank of the Union. And this is a dangerous spot for the Union, because if the 14th Louisiana Gunners can get an idea of where they are, it's going to be bad news. But you see they've broken the counterattack. Both sides are taking losses. 14:53 left in the match, and Winters sees his guys under a heavy fire. Private Richard trying to get the flag.
Same target. Take aim.
And you can see the Florida picking up their own flag, trying to get out of there. Withering fire from both sides. Jeez. Yeah, those were brains on the fence for sure. Oh my god, I just missed it. It was over to the right. They didn't hit anything though. They missed. All right, Confederates still pushing this side. This is probably your 51st over here, I imagine, or the 14th. How about both of them? No, looks like 51st for the most part. Couple 14ths. But they got Union right here, and a lot of them, and they got their bayonets out. That's 8th Alabama. Ooh, large volley coming in. I'm surprised they haven't gone in and just pushed them out. Oh, looks like that's exactly what they're going to do here. So Alabama being as quiet as they can, 51st in immediate peril. And here come the Alabama. Livington not wasting any time, going in, getting murdered. And you hear the charge from both sides. Couple hisses, but there's a lot of Alabama here, man. And the Alabama German Legion making easy work of the 51st there. And 2nd Delaware trying to make it back out toward the middle of the field. Looks like 18th North Carolina maybe has come back this way. Maybe Hogg and the boys over here trying to stop whoever this is. That is 18th North Carolina, and they are putting a hurting on the Florida, and they're trying to get the hell out of there. And you can see the Confederates going back toward the point of contention. But 12:39 left in the match. So both sides taking losses. This could go breaking either way very quickly. And if the Confederates can get the Union breaking, they can win this match.
Alabama hier anschließen, Alabama anschließen, bitte. Kommt rein da. Right face, Buckles right. Right face,
Hogg just missing, getting murdered there.
Just pull back, we'll just pull back.
So a little frustration on the part of Hogg there. He feels like he's getting murdered, but the Confederates overall doing a pretty good job here. It's just hard to get in that field and not take all the fire of the Army, because the Union, what they want to do is line up on those fences and just use that that field as a slaughter pen. And the Confederates have continuously attacked this left flank, and they've had some positive effect, but you can see where we are now. Alabama's still in control of this right-hand side, and they don't look like they want to give it up anytime soon. So the 14th Louisiana Gunners having an impact. And the Confederates starting to bunch up on the left-hand side. You can see the 51st New York over here. 14th LA. Looks like the Florida taking a right into the field. They're going to come up to the 8th Alabama.
Yeah, they know this. We are here. In front of us.
Oh yeah, in front of us, yeah. Company halt, right face.
Hold.
Make ready. Take
And we'll do it again. Mighty 88 going head-to-head.
Fire. Right face. Double quick full march.
A couple high shots there. Didn't see a lot of Alabama dropping, but Hogg on the move again. The foot cavalry. And we've got movement on the left. This is Matt. He's coming back with the 14th Louisiana. Right on the flank. Harris and the boys got their eyes on Florida. They don't see the Louisiana. But the Louisiana doesn't see them either. They didn't even fire at the Alabama, who are right next to them. They literally fired in front of them. That is your 2nd Delaware. So 2nd Delaware, 52nd New York. It's the whole damn Union Army over here except for the 18th North Carolina. Confederates not going to make much hay on this side of the field. But you see Hogg still wanting to push to the left as well, but he doesn't know it's the whole damn Union Army over here. In mass. Confederates would be better off going straight for the point here. But they don't see it from this angle. So we'll see if the Florida walk right into the buzzsaw that are the 8th Alabama. So a little bit of confusion on the Confederate side. You hear Hogg said he was going to go to the left, and he thought maybe Livington was going to come over to support him. but they're moving on to the right a bit, and they want to get into the action with the bayonet, so they're coming in strong. Here come the 51st, and there's the support Hogg was looking for. Let's see if Hogg can get his guys in support of the 51st. They're so far away through the smoke, they can't see the Serpents making the attack, and so the Florida can't follow it up in time, although it looks like they're starting to come this way. Yeah, Hogg reading the mind of Livington a little late, but he's coming up there anyway. He's going to give the Florida some kind of an opportunity. 14th Louisiana here.
Charge.
And the charge. And here they come in. Oh, did you see that ragdoll? Frick sent him flying. Hogg is here, going down. And the Confederates have pushed through, but the Confederates are breaking. You hear the huzzah. 52nd New York trying to stand against the wave of Butternut and Gray.
Stay your ground. 50 seconds. Hold your ground. 50 seconds. Hold your ground.
You hear the order, hold your ground, but there's a lot of Confederates here. But the attack is stalled. A lot of 2nd Delaware here. Oh my God. No wonder. Utley trying to get it done. He gets killed. So the 2nd Delaware holding the corner here. They've anchored the line of the Union. And there it is. We've got another counterattack. Is that the 3rd one in this match? 2nd Mississippi coming up to take it while all the attention was on the left-hand side. The Union has once again allowed the Confederates to get the counterattack going. 6:38 in the match. And if the Union isn't careful, they're going to go breaking pretty quickly. Ooh, more. All right, Florida pulling out of that side now. Trying to get cover. Up in the field.
There's one unit behind in the cornfield east.
On the right, yeah, I see it.
But the Confederates in a great position here. However, the Union will come all in the spawn. And they'll come in like a wrecking ball. They got a lot of guys coming in all at once here. But the 2nd Delaware anchoring this line over here really allowed a lot of the Union to survive. So they actually do have a large force here. And Matt's not done with them yet. He wants to go back and hit them again.
Retreat.
Ah, but he saw it right in time. He saw another flag coming in this way, but it's actually going the opposite way, and that's Alabama falling in behind the 52nd New York and going to the corner here.
So anschließen, Jungs.
And there's the rest of the Alabama there. Harris trying to grab Greenberg while he can. So Greenberg having a different idea. And so the 52nd crossing up and coming over toward the point of contention. 5:02 left in the match. Confederates are breaking, so they could get the Confederates into a final push situation. And German Legion coming with them. And there it is. The Union is now breaking. 4:44 left in the match. And they're having to swing to the right.
Lauf, Männer, lauf!
So Greenberg and the boys pushing to the right here. We got Confederates getting behind the fence. It's a race. Alabama trying to get back in time, but the Confederates are already here. That's your 51st New York. Livington sees a lot of Union coming this way. He decides he wants to live. And the 8th Alabama in mass. Putting a lot of lead in the direction of the 51st New York. Another artillery blast. I am missing them all, Louisiana. I apologize. Didn't look like you hit anything there, though. So the 52nd back on the fence line. 338, the Union's going to have to push on this field eventually, whether they like it or not. It looks like 20th Georgia over on this right side doing their best against the 18th North Carolina. 18th has pretty much held this left side of this field all by themselves all day. Oof. Georgia taking a lot of fire there. They're giving it back too, though. And our Russian friends, man, they've held this field. They've taken it a couple times, and they've held it. Now they're putting some heat on the Tar Heels as well. So, do we have Florida still here? Oh, we got Alabama German Legion attacking them. Hood's running for it. Rommel's after him. We got everybody. Well, Florida was here, but it looks like the 8th Alabama able to wipe them out. Except for Hood, man. He's a fast runner. He was able to get away from him. So good job there, Private. But now he's all alone, and the Union control this side of the field. You see now the point of contention melting away as the Union make a strong push into the field. This is your 52nd New York.
Ist okay, ist okay. Alles gut.
Stimmt, wir haben ja gar nicht die Fahne. Ups.
2 Minuten.
Laden.
So Winters has his guys in a great position here. But he's got to watch out for that artillery fire from Louisiana, as well as the musket fire from the Confederates. But you can see the Union in the field now.
Fire by fire. Interval of 2. Take aim.
Fire by fire.
Interval of 2. Take aim. Commands fire. Ampling fire.
See him firing by file. The idea of putting a constant stream of lead on the enemy and a lot of Confederates coming in on this side. Looks like they've finally been able to push the 18th North Carolina off that spot for the most part, and they're flooding back in this way. This is your 14th Louisiana. Matt in the lead. And he wants a flank on these Union. We got Confederates here behind the fence pulling away. Made an attack. Falling back. That's your 51st New York. So many Union over on this side of the field. The Confederates are on this side. And here comes Matt with the swing around. Matt with the left hook. Smashing into the 52nd. They didn't see him in time. And the Confederates are here. Will he get support? Yes, he does. Here comes 2nd Mississippi. 40 seconds left in the counterattack. Confederates pushing everything they can to the center of the table. But that blue line is going because here come the 8th Alabama. And we got another Confederate unit coming in. This is your 8th Florida. Counterattack almost gone. Not enough Florida here to be able to turn the tide. And they've broken the counterattack. Both sides breaking. 7.5 minutes left in the match. We've got more Union pouring in to the middle of the field. Hogg doing it with the pistol. And he knows he's got to fall back. He doesn't want to get into a final push situation if he doesn't have to. And the whole damn Union Army's here just about. All right, Livingston and the guys are back. 51st on the left-hand side in the rocks. They're going to try to put some heat down on the Union at the point of contention. But they've got plenty of time. Now's not the time to panic. And all these boys know it.
We keep the flag wherever it's supposed. Yeah, make sure you use the cover.
It's actually getting pretty dark. This battle, of course, happening in the afternoon of the actual battle where A.P. Hill came in to rescue Robert E. Lee's army. And we've had 2 or 3 counterattacks already, so it's getting late in the day. Second Delaware facing off against the 51st New York. See, there's a lot of artifacts in this field today. A lot of guys that aren't really there, a lot of models just standing around. All right, with 6 minutes left, looks like the Union's going to abandon the field again. Set up the trap one more time. Meanwhile, on their flank, they got the 51st New York, but they're moving off as well. So both sides taking the deep breath before the final plunge, and we're going to see who's closer to the advantage and who goes into final push or last stand first. Confederates obviously want the Union in a last stand situation.
We charge the CSA,
Ricochet.
and we reform, and they think we lost the charge and then shoot a volley at us. 2 times. And by the way, we had the flag at this point and they shoot us.
A Yankee flag as well, right? Left face, double quick 4 march.
So Harris has been auto-balanced over to the 8th Florida. You know how close these groups are, so he's over here obviously talking shit about somebody, and I missed it. It's still pretty funny. All right, and you heard Fritsch. They are trying to cap the point. 5 minutes left, and here goes Hogg and the 8th Florida back to the center of the field.
Oh. Keep an eye on the right for me, Moneo.
You don't cap
Fire
here.
by company, make ready.
At ready.
Actually, company kneel.
Kneel.
Kneeling.
How are we not capping this? Right.
You need
there
to
is a
move
lot of Union.
one ahead. I think.
1 millimeter.
Company, rise up, double quick
Rise
4
up.
march.
At the double.
So Hogg trying to figure out where the sweet spot is to start
Yeah.
capping that point.
Now you're capping.
Hold.
Firing by company.
All right, there it is.
Ready.
Take aim.
So Florida putting themselves as the bait. We'll see if the Union bites. Looks like they might. And if they do, will the Confederates be able to come in and give some support to the Florida? Mississippi should be here somewhere. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of Confederates here. Mississippi's here en masse. And we've got the 20th Georgia. Well, they came in and then they turned around because we got Union entering the field. Great heads-up move by Jumbo. Could have saved the flank. Winkler in the 18th coming in to put some pressure on the Confederates.
Company reload!
And you see the red line coming this way. Confederates want to win it all right here. And you see more Confederate units pouring in toward the point of contention. This is Leamington and your 51st New York. The Serpents, they're putting a withering fire down on the Alabama German Legion. Ooh, another blast from the 14th Louisiana Cannons. And the Confederates in charge of this field. 3 minutes to go, and that red line's coming this way. And I believe if it does come all the way, it's going to be a win. But no, it's bleeding back toward the Union. They've got enough bodies here. And they're just flooding into the field. And the Confederates are going to have to kill all of them because they are outnumbered. So there's going to be a lot more Union than there could possibly be Confederates. And you can just see the number of blue coats on this field. Alabama standing tall in front of the whole Confederate Army here. Oh, and we got 18th North Carolina coming in. They broke the 20th. They're falling right into the 8th Florida and the 20th and final push. Couldn't even say 2nd Mississippi there. I got so flustered. They were able to hold off the charge, but the blue line is still going toward the Union, and there's just so many Union here. TGV large and in charge. Is there anything that the Confederates can do to push these guys off the point of contention with 2 minutes left in this match? And Mississippi on the move. Williamson's got his guys trying to get to a flank, trying to open up this attack. Just getting gunned down as they move. Here come the Florida as well. And last stand. 140 in the match. Almost total darkness on the field. And we'll get in close for the rest of this thing.
Krieg hier.
Ah.
Was?
Just look at all those bodies. You can see the rifle blasts in the almost dark. Beautiful game, man. You can see Confederates falling on the wayside. They're kneeling, so they're dying in skirmish mode if they get shot down there. And those are just tickets, tickets, tickets. 38 seconds left in the match. Looks like the Union's going to be able to hold them off. Will the Confederates be able to do anything at all? 30 seconds left in the match. And they're not looking like they're making a charge here. And the Union have really melted the Confederate resistance to their front here. And the 8th Alabama still standing strong in the field, but here come the Confederates. Led by Harris, of all people. 51st is here as well. Fritsch with the flag. No overtime. It is over. Look at the casualties. Oh, my God. But here is the tale of the tale. Even though the Union lost 626 men, more than the Confederates, only 16 out-of-line deaths, man, and only 93 from skirmishing. Look at those skirmish numbers for the Confederates. That tells the tale, as it were, and you can tell my tongue is too messed up. Oh, screw it. If you like that, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Thank you all for being here. And until next time, my name is Jehovah, and I will catch you later. Goodbye.